Hey gorgeous, thanks for dropping by. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Becca and today we are going to unbox my Boxycharm and my Ipsy for the month of September, which is super cool because it was my birthday a couple days ago and these literally arrived just in time for it to feel like I got a bunch of presents all at once. And before we get started today, if y'all want to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, I would greatly appreciate it. It totally helps me get seen on YouTube, where it's getting harder and harder for people to find my videos, so thank you in advance. But in the meantime, we're gonna start off with my favorite, Boxycharm, because girl, I got exactly what I wanted this month. There were so many different variations on products, at least for the main product, so I was really worried, but they hooked it up. So the card just has a little stage light off to the side and it says all access down here. And the very first product is the main star of the show. It's the Violet Voss Essentials Pro Series eyeshadow palette. So you could have gotten either one of the face palettes, which I believe was the Tarte Clay Play palette, and that would be the original one, and a Too Faced like contour palette basically. Or you could have gotten this, and I'm super stoked that I got the eyeshadow palette. If you want me to get smart for a moment, girl, this whole palette right here kind of sums up the most popular shades of the last couple of years. I loved Violet Voss for the longest time and I still do. I think this is a great little palette and I used it tonight. I do think it would be a really good idea to use the shimmers on your finger instead of one of the little brushes if you want a good bit of pigment, and to use them with some setting spray. And I just want to show you some quick swatches of the shades that were in the palette. I'm especially loving the green shimmer and the gold. The gold's really pretty too. But the mattes are very soft and buttery and they aren't too pressed into the pan, so they come up really easily. I'm definitely gonna be liking this one for like everyday, you know, go to work at the office looks. And the next main Boxy product that every subscriber received this month was from Dr. Brandt. Oh my gosh, I love Dr. Brandt skincare. This one is the Hydrobiotic Recovery Sleeping Mask. And actually, I got some of this in a little jar from Influencer as a testing product and I loved it to the point where like I've been babying it for at least the last 6 months because I'm almost out of it. So I'm really excited that I got some more and I can refill my jar. So you put this on clean skin right before bed and it helps hydrate. It's got kind of a rosy fresh scent to it, but it's like the same consistency as like a water-based moisturizer. So if you're into the more gel moisturizers as opposed to the cream ones, you're gonna really like this one. Our next product is from Moda Pro. It's a 5-piece deluxe eye kit. So this is a set of 5 eye brushes. And it comes with a little bit of everything really. You've got a liner brush at the end, a blending brush right there. This they call a smudger, but in my understanding it's like a short shader. I would probably use this one like right underneath my lash line. And then also a detail brush. But this is a little bit wide to be like a true detail brush, so this might actually be a little bit better for like getting in the corner of your eye. And then also a regular shader, which is a little bit more fluffy for my liking, so I'll probably be using this one in the crease more often than on the lid. Our next product, which I'm super stoked about getting, is from Hank and Henry. Oh my gosh, so we got their liquid eyeliner in the shade Blickety Black, which is super cute. Now, Hank and Henry, if y'all ain't familiar, he started on Facebook. I remember spending like hours at night watching his live streams on Facebook. And I can remember back in the very beginning, like when he was talking about starting his brand and, you know, getting himself out there. And I'm just super proud to see how far he's come and to find his products once again in Boxy. Just your, you know, your standard liquid liner, and the actual pen of it is really long and thin. Now, I used it tonight. It does need an extra coat or two for it to like really be dark black. But I do find if you focus all the pressure like lightly on the very tip of the brush, it works the best. And finally, our last Boxycharm product this month is from Billion Dollar Brows. And while I'm not super familiar with this brand, I really think this product is very nifty. This is the Microblade Effect Brow Pen in the shade Dark. I don't know if you can see on camera, but it looks almost like a liquid liner, but instead of having like a little, you know, long tip at the end, it's got kind of like an angled liner brush if it had a couple of notches in it. So basically the idea with this is that you just do little flicks and draw little lines on your brows. And this gives you the effect of like drawing in the hairs without going and doing them one by one. Yeah, I've been playing with it quite a lot and I'm starting to get kind of good at it. So maybe I'll try that out this week and I'll have to report back. So I would say overall Boxycharm did a pretty good job making a comeback this month, because the last couple of months I wasn't like over the top wowed, but I mean, they weren't bad boxes. I just, you know, they weren't my favorite kind of products, I guess you could say, but they did a really awesome job with the Dr. Brandt and the eyeshadow palette. Girl, I gotta give it to them. But now it is time to move on to my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. So the Ipsy theme this month is called Find Your Light, and the card says September's all about new paths and possibilities, and the hashtag this month is Discover Yourself, which is super cute. Ipsy is always giving out those, you know, super positive vibes with their monthly themes, and I do like that they included a full list of my products this month. So the first product is the Wander Beauty Wanderous Seascape eyeshadow palette, which has a super pretty like ocean theme to it. It says Wanderous, it says Wanderous down in the corner here, and it has a nice big mirror. And it comes with 6 shadows, though the majority of them are shimmer, and they're actually like glitter shimmers. And then we do have one matte right here. So I wish that they had included like one like darker or maybe warmer toned matte in the palette, but the shimmers are very pretty. That is the green shade that I have on the inner part of my eyelid. I love it. The formula is very reminiscent though of the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, where her shimmers were like, they were almost like metallic flaky. And just in case you're wondering, I've been sitting here for like a solid minute trying to scrub off that $1 billion brow swatch that I did for y'all, and it's still staying around. So, you know, if nothing else, you could say that you will have a hard time getting that stuff to budge. So I swatched all of the shades for you on my hand here, and all of the shimmers are over here, and the one matte is right here, which I will say I'm pretty surprised by the matte, how dark it is on my hand as opposed to looking kind of light in the pan, at least at first. Now for the shimmers, I don't know how I'm feeling personally about the blue shade, though it is a very wearable darker blue. It's not quite my speed, but it might do really nice as a liner. But as for the rest of them, I gotta wonder how they would do like as highlighters because they are so like super metallic and shiny. And our next product today is a cheek palette from Ofra, which is also a collab with one of the Ipsy creators. This is the Madison Miller Squad palette, and it comes with a giant mirror down here, but also a really pretty like rose brick shade of matte blush, as well as 2 highlighters. Now I'm wearing the darker shade of highlighter on my cheekbones with the lighter one on my nose and my Cupid's bow there. Now even though that they aren't the baked consistency like the other Ofra highlighters, I really like them. They're still very shiny and they blend beautifully. So they are perfect for that wet look, that super dewy, highlighted to the gods look. So I'm digging them, and also I love this blush. This is like the perfect color for me. And actually I think it would work really well for most skin tones. Now my next product is probably the only one out of both boxes that I wasn't like over the moon about, and only because I got a giant jar of this last month from Boxy. This is the Extraordinary Translucent Setting Powder from Ciate London. And though ours was from Becca Cosmetics and this one's from Ciate, I feel like I have plenty of setting powder to go around for at least the next year. Next product is skincare. I got a mask from I Do Care. It's the Disco Kitten Illuminating Diamond Peel Off Mask in a very hefty jar. So this is a full, ooh, it's almost 3 ounces. It's 2.87 ounces or 85 ml, and that's quite a bit of product, number one. Number two, it is very reminiscent of the Wander Beauty Peel Off Mask. I really like this though. I think I like this better than the Wander Beauty one because A, it smells lovely, like it literally smells like perfume. So, you know, maybe on the other hand, if you have super sensitive skin, this might not be for you because of the fragrance in it. But I really enjoyed the scent of it, and I didn't have to use a whole lot of product with this one for it to peel off almost in its entirety. My very last product is a lipstick. This is the Antimatter lipstick in the shade Solar from Illamasqua, and I don't think I'm actually saying that right. But I am not familiar with this brand, though I'm really digging their packaging. It's very different. Even though it doesn't look like it on camera, it's got like a little indent side, and it's kind of fun to, I just like it. Alright, so the shade is like a very bright pink, and you would think that this would not be wearable at all, but it's not as opaque as I normally like in my lipsticks. However, in this case, I'm kind of digging that. I'm not hating it. So I put just a little bit on my lips and threw a touch of the Dominique Cosmetics lip gloss that we got a while back. And I'm really liking the lighter pink effect. Normally, I can't do like super light pink shades, but this seems to be like right on the line, and it's just perfect for me. The only downside I will say is that it is not a very long-lasting formula, and I did give it a few minutes to dry down too, but almost immediately after that it came right off, and it kind of was a little patchy on my lips. So I think the best way to utilize this would be to do exactly what I did and use it with a little bit of lip gloss on top. You know, overall, I gotta say both boxes did an absolutely amazing job for me this month, at least when it comes to the variety of products and the fact that everything was full size. But I think I gotta give it to Boxycharm as far as making a comeback, including my favorite Dr. Brandt product, a 5-piece brush set, and the palette that I really wanted this month. But like I said, I have pretty much no complaints with Ipsy either. And hopefully next weekend I will be back with another video. We've got to go over what I got for my birthday. I'm super excited to break that thing out. For now, baby doll, that is it for today. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and go out and spread some love and positivity today, baby. We could all use some extra. You're beautiful, and I love you. Mwah. Bye, everyone.